adventurers. You're walking through the capital city, which is where the Adventurers Guild is. You know, it's a nice, it's kind of midday. You're heading to where the guild told you would be a delivery spot where a Tato was going to give you your next quest. Again, a very nice day out. And as you are walking, you see there's a Tato that pops into existence. The little like pop that Ash does. Yeah, that does that. And the Tato just kind of like looks at you all, is like sitting out there, you know, little tiny Tato, and it just like it walks over to just the front of the group and like reaches around itself and pulls out an eyeball.
I know who it was. Was it Demon?
Yeah.
Demon, was it you?
And it seems to be like wanting to hand it to you, like very urgently, like. Who takes it?
Literally just talking about this earlier.
Again.
Yeah, you're the one that has the other eyeball.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
So who's taking the Tato eyeball?
This is now the third eyeball. This is at least a second set of eyeballs.
Yeah.
Are they
Or
different
is it
colors
from the
now?
same person? Who knows?
That's what I was going to try.
Oh, you mean like a Triclops?
Yeah, or it could be a different creature altogether. It has like a spider has multiple eyes.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, I was told.
Have we
Twinkle
compared
counts Sherbet's eyes to make sure he has all his eyes.
I was told the exact type of eye, so it's a dwarf eye.
Oh.
Okay. Why?
Oh no.
Well, that knocks
Dwarf
that out.
eye.
But, so at least two sets of eyes.
It's
Okay.
two different beings. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, was it that one guy? Was it the
Edge-
guy from last time?
What,
We
you
got
mean
the
the druid?
The
No.
druid?
The druid that got
Edgar?
smushed.
No,
Oh,
Or is it the
no.
one that we tormented?
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Could be
Okay.
both.
So
Either.
anyway.
But technically, the druid from last time was a dwarf. But yeah. So who takes the eye? Seems like he wants to. He's like very like.
Mo did.
Mo did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your quest is written on the eyeball.
Interesting.
I really did.
Dwarf eye.
Oh god.
Sorry, it's like written in like
There's
weird
writing
Tato
on
magical
here?
script. So
Twinkle, I don't know how to read this. And then just like tosses it over.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
It's sticky.
okay, so
Oh.
Twinkle, looking at the eyeball, it says the Tato knees writing on there. Oh, as a mage hand, Tato also pokes the eye
And it
while
makes
you're.
that sound.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
So the gist of the quest that you guys have been delivered is you are actually you're staying in the capital city. You're going over towards the zoo rehab center in the city. It's a nice rehab zoo sort of situation that the Littlefoot family runs, and they apparently have had something weird going on with their animals recently.
The past couple of days.
Yeah, the past couple of days, as well as I believe a missing zookeeper. And they request your immediate attention to get over there and help figure out what is going on.
Yep. And you were informed that at the zoo, as you guys are walking over, that you will be meeting a new party member that will be joining you, that they are new to the guild, but not new to adventuring itself. And that they will be kind of shadowing you guys a little bit as you figure out what's what with this situation.
I can take that from you, Twinkle. And then
oh,
just like with like
thank
really
you.
long like tweezers, just like puts it into their pocket, just like.
Oh, as you take it back to Mo, a Tato does a little illusion in front of you, and it just looks like the face of that druid dwarf that you guys saw before. And it just kind of it appears there, and then it's almost like a camera zooming in starts to get closer to one of the eyes before it just vanishes, and a Tato just like rolls away.
Mo just
PTSD that Mo's gonna
sweeps
have.
their like
Guys,
long
that quest
cape.
is over. We don't need to bother that dwarf anymore, please.
They like look to everyone and says, "Remember the class. Remember what Toby has taught us. We're good. We're good."
I, the
Just,
player, am
blocks
disgusted.
it.
Yeah.
But Twinkle, kind of chuckles a little bit.
I also have to say that this is so funny to me that it's starting out this way for Sparrow. Like,
Yep.
Sparrow's not been here, and we've had pretty tame sessions before, and then all of a sudden we're just like eyeballs immediately.
Yep. So you guys, you see this, you're given the quest. I'll say you make your way over to the zoo rehab center. You it takes you a little bit of strolling through this nice city with all the fancy nobles going around, and you eventually reach the big brick stone walls with these nice gates. Oh, Aaron, thank you for all the
Thank you
bits.
so much. That's so many bits.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
Hello.
Aaron, you're awesome. Oh, okay, but back to it. So, yeah, see the nice stone walls. There are these gates that say the name of the zoo, and it says Baby Steps Zoo and Rehab Center with the Littlefoot's emblem on it. Just so you know, Littlefoot's is also they're very, very fancy here. They're one of the 3 founding families, so you definitely would recognize the symbol. And as you're outside here, you see ticket booths, people grabbing tickets. It seems that then whenever you walk up towards the gates, they magically open and let people in. And as you're standing out here, you see another character approach who Sparrow can describe.
What does this character
Yes,
look
this
like?
strange character.
Yeah, so I'd say if you were using American freedom units, you probably would wager that this person's about 6 feet tall, roughly. Ebony colored skin, crescent like moon eye, like iris, like pupils. Very kind of pale blue surrounding them. Long black hair falls just maybe like just between the shoulder blades. And they've got like an ivory and like gold like kind of choker around their neck. It's kind of like layered. And got a little bit of armor here and there, and a couple of rings on their right hand. And they see you approach and kind of just give a nod of acknowledgement.
Is this the guy?
Oh, hello there.
They didn't really tell us much about the new person.
Yeah.
Are you at the guild?
Are you referring to me? Yes. Yes,
Oh,
I am.
oh.
Hi, hello. Am I to be waiting for all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
It's us 4, just here.
All right. Well, you can all call me Clio. I am here to shadow, I guess. A little weird for me, but I don't question the rules and regulations. So, by all means, feel free to introduce yourselves and lead the way.
I'm Moira of the.
No, you go. Please, Mo.
Moira just like does like a very, very like she's 7 foot like a kanji with like tentacles coming out, like you can't see. She doesn't have eyes, so she just has like that pink purple kind of dome with tentacles, and she kind of like does this very, very low bow, and she just says like, Moira of the Trident. This here is our wonderful group. Nice to meet you.
Twinkle will step forward, and she does like kind of over-exaggerated like curtsy, and she's like, I am Twinkle, and she's just like a little gnome-sized plant person. She has little succulent space buns, and
a crown.
She's just like, it's a pleasure to meet you. Oh yeah, she has a little dandelion flower crown now.
Yep.
Yep.
Toby will flip their hammer and put it on the ground and put it in front of them and go, Toby of the Blanket Brigade. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello. And then you just, hi, I'm Ellie. She's like 6'7" as well, or like 6'8" or something, so we're a pretty tall and short group.
Oh, Toby's like below 5
Yeah.
feet. I think it was like he was like a short,
Yeah.
Around 5 feet
taller
or something.
fellow.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's a little below
Yeah.
5 feet.
Kind of more dwarf
Yep.
height going towards that. I
It's
guess.
like
yeah.
Mo is super tall jellyfish woman.
Mo's also
who's
floating off the ground too.
cheating.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah,
Mo
and
is
then
like Mo is like 6'7", but then like has 9'8" energy because 2 feet
Yeah.
off the ground.
Yeah.
I love that. That's gonna be my next introduction.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
You just see Cleo's like just head just kind of roller coaster as everyone introduces
Yeah.
themselves, just up down, and all right. Well, they didn't tell me a whole lot about what I am to expect, so I'm just here should you require.
What are your skills? What are you good at?
He kind of like nods, realize like understood, and well, it's complicated, but and he kind of just like snaps his fingers and a little bit of fire like comes off, and then just to kind of like he's just kind of just like showcasing his skills really quick, just like a mage hand like taps like just like kind of like flicks a rock on the ground. So I used to be I used to follow the clerical path, but sorcery and spells are now more my thing.
Mo's gonna see the like little fire as a kanji. They're more into water and everything away, but they're gonna just like try to look for the nearest Tato and be like, "You're with them." Just-
No, I think you're overreacting a little bit. I don't think they're
No.
with them.
No.
He's like, "Oh,
It's okay.
Just like
Mo,
start
it's okay.
putting it.
Breathe.
Here's some
Remember.
water.
Breathe.
So you say that, but we've already got fireball routine.
Inhale.
If it
and hold it.
if it makes you feel any better, a lot of my family is more water magic, so I'm kind of the not by choice, but you take what you can get.
I see you've studied.
Also, it was noted in chat, and I think this is a hilarious concept, but when you flicked the rock, there was a Tato that just appeared and then started walking, and right when the rock was flying, it just turned and then got knocked over. So it's like rock, and then just, and there's like a Tato rolling away.
Oh, a Tato also seeing Mo's distress over the fire forms a little water ball and splashes them with it.
She's just like
Yeah.
drenched. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I didn't expect that." And just kind of like slowly walks over to Cleo and just like gives them like that double handshake, just and just like, "Welcome."
So these Tato little ones, they seem to be much more active around all of you. I rarely encountered them on my way.
Are you sure?
You're
I
missing
mean,
out.
I fully understand and expect that they are what they are, so as far as I could tell.
Oh,
Wait, I
you're
have
in
a
for a
world
ride.
question. I've got a
Ah.
world question.
Mhm.
Before joining the guild, has Toby been like surrounded by Tatos or no?
So Tatos are all over the world technically, but a lot of
Right.
times you see them more in kind of naturey areas because they're face spirits and stuff. Now the guild definitely has more of them present.
They tend to group around people that they find most entertaining.
Mhm.
So it means that at some point in your journey, you started collecting them, and maybe you had some that were like, "We like the blanket," and
Yeah.
so you started seeing them more frequently. And then once you all came together, it was like now you're just so used to them being everywhere.
Before, people who lead more exciting lives in this universe tend to kind of have more of them group around. I'm sure where you lived before you adventured, you would have seen them, but yeah, not as frequently would they interact with you as this,
Yep.
as now
Yeah.
has been.
I did give Mo the Fey touch feat, and that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Twinkle is a fae, so
Yeah.
that,
I'm
Yeah.
Toby's just a scruddle from the middle of the
Just a
jungle.
scruddle.
Yeah.
We're a non-violent people.
Yep.
it's your blanket. They like your blanket a lot.
Can't
But
blame
there's a
them.
lot of us with this blanket.
The entire
Well,
brigade.
But now
Yeah.
you're traveling with a blanket, so now it's a traveling blanket. That's exciting.
With the Sisterhood of the Traveling Blanket.
I was just thinking that.
Oh,
Oh.
this
Mo would
one
like to
opened.
like look around and see if the people who are attending, like the zoo attendees, also have the Littlefoot emblem on their uniforms,
Like the people just walking in and stuff. So looking
or
at them.
the ticket people. The
people
zoo
working
people?
there, like the zoo
Yeah.
attendants and stuff. Yes. So you'll see the Littlefoot's emblem mixed in with like the name of the zoo and stuff as just a part of their uniform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shall we? Do we get tickets? Do we go in?
I feel like we should get some tickets. I don't know if we are given.
Is it part of the
passes.
contract?
So
I
you would
did not read this one.
on the thing the eyeball that you were given that had the stuff that was just copied from the scroll, and you were informed that the zoo workers and stuff would be expecting you, so you should be able to just walk on in. Essentially,
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you don't need to buy tickets of your own.
Okay,
Is what you were
okay.
told. Yeah.
I was just going to, as they're walking, kind of say like, I've noticed they all have their emblem. Wherever this missing zookeeper is, maybe if we find anything of his still intact, maybe that could hint to anything.
Do you think if we bring a receipt, the guild will reimburse us for our expenses?
Depends on the expenses. I say we do it. That just sounds like fun. Do you think
And-
they have a feed the animals kind of thing that we could do? Or
yes, they do.
any fun
for sure.
photos?
Right then. Yes, they do.
I
Yeah,
love
Mo's gonna try
David's
and see
like,
where the nearest
"Whoa."
attraction is.
Oh yeah. So you guys are entering into the gates.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Mhm.
So you all walk through, the gates automatically open. You were first greeted with a nice little pavilion area. There are food concession stands inside. Tourists are milling in and out. Further ahead, there is a largish pond type thing with some paths going around it with some bridges. There's picnic tables that you could imagine where people are like sitting and eating. You know, it just looks like a happy family zoo type scenario. In the pond, there appears to be some kind of animals moving about. You'd have to go get closer to look if you want to see. But while you're just checking everything out, you hear tiny little footsteps run up towards you as a little girl, maybe about 6 years old, human, just like approaches you wearing very baggy clothes. And
So, her clothes in particular, it's kind of like there's a zoo uniform that's just tan, kind of button-up shirts, and then the shorts that I can't remember the name of. There we go. Okay, gotta have a prop. And kind of like a little safari outfit, but it looks like an adult's outfit and then folded up to fit a small 6-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And she walks over and she has a little star that's made out of paper on her shirt that says Zoo Sheriff. And she's just like,
Are you all the people who are helping us today with our problem? Our very serious problem?
Yes, we are. Yes, that's us.
Ah, yes. Okay, well, that is perfect. I will inform you about the situation. So, I am the sheriff of this zoo, as you can tell by my sheriff's badge. And so our problem is that there was, I think, an animal escape or something. And I will take you to the problem area.
What kind of animal was it?
It was, well, it was one that was in a crate. I know that. There was a crate and then something went awry and I heard that there was, something.
Can I please make an insight?
yes.
check?
Anyway,
Why don't you just
you can make
take us?
insight check.
Why doesn't the zookeeper not know?
I'm like, this is getting real awkward. Let's that's
Oh,
a
I'm down
19
for it.
phrase.
19.
Oh,
Oh,
you could tell she's not the sheriff.
yeah, she is. You can tell. Oh, yeah. So
She's a liar.
yeah,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
what you gather, what Toby would gather is this is very clearly a little kid playing dress up, and they might they don't seem like they're actually lying to you for the well, except about the sheriff thing.
Yeah.
Like
Kind of seems more like they don't really know what they're talking about. Kind of like a kid that's trying to describe a scene that they weren't really part of.
yeah.
And so you could tell that like some of it is something significant of something that happened, but that they don't actually know and that they're trying to sound like they know is kind of the vibe you're getting.
Yeah, could Mo see if that sheriff's badge is actually real?
It's paper,
No,
right?
like, if you look at it, it is
You
not.
You
Like,
can tell it's
Like her
made of
dad's actually the sheriff,
you
and
can
she's
see
wearing.
you can see like crayon kind of vibe.
It was like handmade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a-
If you take us, and since we're hired under you, do you have any deputy badges?
Oh, I didn't. Hold on. I have to gather them. Yeah. Let's go there first, because you're right. This is a very important mission, so we need, badges for everybody. 2 badges! And then she, like, gets very excited and starts heading off, and whether you guys follow her or not is up to you.
I'm following. I want
I'm
this
gonna,
little
like-
badge.
I'm gonna lean back with whoever is gonna lean back and go. So,
Um,
so we all know that that's a kid, right? That's not an actual sheriff.
So
I
I'm guessing
don't
that
know,
would
her
be
badge
means that
looked
you.
pretty official to me.
So
Until that moment that Toby said that, Mo fully believed that this was a sheriff, and then like
Aw.
heard that, and they're like, "Oh my god!" They have to look like that was a child. Yes, yes, of course.
to be fair, with Mo being a kanji and pretty much living forever, everyone's probably kind of a child to Mo in like a way. It's like, oh, I
That
thought
is
they were just
that
a
is a
shorter
child.
person. Like, though, anyone who stayed back for a moment and Mo and Toby having this conversation, you actually see someone who's like walking up in the same area who. They're very tall, skinny human. They pretty much look like they're dressed in the same outfit as the little girl, but it fits. And it looks like official and stuff. They don't have a hat on, and you just see them like walk kind of near the center, looking around, muttering like, "Oh man, this should be here soon." And just like kind of looking around.
I'm following the girl to
Yeah,
get this badge.
That's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mo just like raises like a very long tentacle, just like, "Oh, we're here, are you?" And it just like points it to us. Just,
The person turns around and they like see you, walk over. Hey, are you guys from the guild?
While this is going on, Clio has noticed a little Tato that like was like waving a note. So,
Oh yes, you
you're
were you were given a note by a Tato that says "new friend?" question mark.
Uh-oh.
And Cleo pulls out just a little like quill and just like kind of just like looks for something to dip it in, and then just kind of shrugs and then like dips the point of it into their little water skin and just scrawls a little yes and then hands it back to the Tato.
Oh,
Cute.
that's amazing. Yeah. So that person came and said, "Yeah, you guys are from the guild, right?"
yes, we're from the guild.
Oh,
Are
that's
you-
great.
And
Are you-
you are?
Oh, I'm the head zookeeper here. My name's Kenneth. I was
You're the
expecting you. I was gonna wait. I was trying to wait for you here to catch you when you got in. There's
Kenneth-
less of you than I thought there'd be.
Kenneth, do you have a sheriff here at the zoo?
No sheriffs. I mean, we don't really. I don't know why we'd have that here. We have some security.
Wait, does that mean the little girl led half the party
Yes.
off
Yeah,
into another
I'm
room?
gone.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
it.
following.
Ellie's
mad.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
coloring in a deputy badge right now.
Yeah, I'm
Twinkles
getting
with
this
Ellie.
Yeah.
Okay, so off just like slightly out of here, there's like a little side arts and crafts area where the girl's
Near
like,
the gift
hold on,
shop.
and she's like doing something and then being like, oh, I found one, and then sliding it over, and it's like very clearly that she's like crafting them over on the side.
Is it like deputy spelled right, or is
Elmer
it?
No. Definitely.
No way.
Elmer's
Okay.
glue on it. That's still like dripping.
Yes.
off.
Some glitter. That was going on.
Yeah. It's
Mo
a very
is
lopsided
going.
star.
I want to see these now so bad. Mo's gonna just kind of pull Kenneth to the side and say, "Do you have a loudspeaker in the zoo?"
Oh, loudspeaker. Oh, yeah. I mean, we do have something that we can kind of make announcements on. We just use some like
Could we just stop
prestidigitation
there before we go to?
Mo,
Oh, are you
Lost
sure?
store at the grocery
Yes.
store.
I think this might be why people are going missing.
What?
This young sheriff impersonating child is clearly used as bait to lure them into.
Oh.
And you just let half the party go.
I just thought they were a young one, like all of you. I thought they were perfectly fine. They
Yeah, to be fair, I'm 10.
That's true. Ellie's not that much older than this girl, probably. So you want to go by the loudspeaker? I got a lot to show you guys. Sure, can't wait.
Just a quick announcement. You know,
Yeah.
we're missing a child.
Okay, I guess it's gonna be on the way to the crate anyways. Yeah, and missing children, that's not good. I have a kid of my own, so I know I'd be worried if like I lost her. So yeah, okay, let's go while we head over to there. Were you saying something, Sparrow, by the way?
Oh no, I was gonna say I rejoined the groups that has decided to converge upon Kenneth.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so Kenneth starts leading the party who's with Kenneth now over to the loudspeaker is what he starts
Kenneth,
like. Yeah?
I promise there's nothing to worry about. No, not Kenneth. I'm sorry. Sparrow. Cleo. There's so many new names. Oh my god.
Through it.
Yep. Just list everybody. Cleo. There's no need to worry. 2 of us are missing. We'll get them back.
Oh, I kind of put together that some of them wanted to follow the small sheriff, and he like winks, like he gets it. He doesn't like he doesn't think she's a sheriff, and the rest of us wanted to talk to this guy. So I appreciate it, but I am all good. Thank you.
Mo
Cleo,
just takes
Cleo, I don't think you understand. This is a very serious situation. We have lost Ellie and Twinkle.
They're a good combo together and won't get into any trouble.
I don't know.
Not at all.
I don't know.
Ellie gets distracted by bright lights, and Twinkle is an agent of chaos.
Oh, okay. Yes, you would definitely know them better than me, so I will concede to you on this. We must retrieve them quickly then, no?
Yes. Indeed. Kenneth,
Yeah?
there was a child here who was impersonating a sheriff.
Oh.
Do you know of this individual?
I mean, like they're just impersonating a sheriff?
And they charmed 2 of our party members into thinking that they'll
Wait,
become deputies.
What did they look like? And were they just like that? Were they dressed like a sheriff then? I guess.
They were dressed like you. I believe that's the actual correct detail.
Yeah.
The fit similar. They're dressed in clothes similar to you, like a zookeeper.
Wait, they were dressed like me. And were they all like all baggy and rolled up? Probably.
Yes.
Did they have a badge that looked like it had some crayons on it or something?
I didn't get as close of a look, but probably.
Oh, Oh, yeah. I think that might be my daughter.
On that note, cutting back to Twinkle and Ellie, you guys have now gotten a bunch of really lovely deputy badges. One of them was crossed off but still given to you because it was spelt weird and then like changed. But then the Tatoes also made some, so now you guys have multiple badges, you know, in case you want to share. And then the little girl got distracted from showing you things and then instead wanted to show you the, what are they called? The cubbles.
Yes.
So she got very excited and wanted to show you these cubble creatures, which are very cute, and I think David's gonna bring them up. But yes, so she's showing you these little creatures, which are like really thick otter type creatures that are like an otter and like a baby bear mixed together. And it will be in chat in like 2 seconds. There it is. So that's a cubble, and so you guys are given also, Sylvie hands
So cute.
Ellie a singular grain of animal feed for the cubbles.
Wait, it's also infused with magic, apparently.
Yeah, so I have no idea what that's gonna do.
Is it good or bad? I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna grab it with like my secondary arm. Can I feed it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna like, not knowing if this thing's gonna maul my hand or not. I'm just gonna hold my hand out like you would like a dog, and I'm just gonna try to get it.
So you like reach through the little area that it's in, the
safety
fencing.
things.
Yeah, totally great. Definitely nobody in chat do this in an actual zoo.
Yeah, no one do not
I'm
do
ignoring
this.
the safety bars.
Not do
Yeah, so ignoring the
Just
safety
hold your
bars.
hand out to any animal.
Oh wait, actually, this is even funnier if Ellie wants to do it. Technically, it's like the little like pond is where they are, and so you can't just reach in. It's a little bit lower, but you can hang off the edge a little bit with your wings and
Yeah, can I fly down
Yeah.
there? Like,
David,
do
no.
that?
David, no.
I'm gonna do
Please.
it.
Look, I want to make sure it makes sense to how I designed the zoo.
Oh,
so
good.
that's
good,
why
good.
I'm thinking of it like that.
I love it.
Wait, what? Twinkle seeing Ellie getting ready to fly. She's like, wait, can I get on? Can I get on?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yes.
Wait a
Thank you.
second. Wait a second, you guys. Hey, I am the sheriff of the zoo. I should get on too.
Oh god, no! I'm gonna in so much
Oh,
trouble.
you're so right. You're so right.
Can I carry them both?
They're both
You're
tiny.
really strong.
They're
in
both
your
like
outfit.
Very
little.
small.
Yeah.
You can just have like one in each of your like little arms.
In
Probably.
fact, the little
Yes, you can-
girl's probably the same size as Twinkle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which enclosure is this? Oh my God,
It's actually
wait.
the one, so it's actually the closest one to where you guys first came in, because it's that pond that I said when you first approached.
So it would be like you guys are talking and you see in the distance just like Ellie lifting this little girl.
yeah, the scene is, Kenneth was just saying to you, if we go back to, that real quick, oh, man, yeah, I think that might be my daughter, and then it shows you
Lean a little closer.
and then you guys
little
see in the background, you could just see Ellie and Twinkle and this girl being held as it's like dipping into an enclosure.
How far away? How far away?
I would say from where you guys are, I mean, it would just be a short sprint to get over if you guys really had to run. Like, it's not right next to you, but you can see it, so you just have to like sprint a little to get there.
Mode had grabbed the loudspeaker to say like, Ellie and Twinkle, your parents are looking for you, and then sees them going up. And they look to Fredrock, their homunculus, and kind of says like, find them, and kind of like tells them to. Because I'm imagining like, you know, in a park where you can see that it's close, but there's always like winding paths.
Yeah. Yep.
So he, I just see him like I just tell him like telepathically like, we need to find where they are, and turns to Kenneth and just says, what, where are they? What is that?
We're just causing chaos.
So
It's so cute. Just like trying to reach out to it.
I'm gonna give Twinkle the grain so I can just feel better about holding on to them.
Yeah. Twinkle,
Yeah.
if you're the one technically feeding them, then roll animal handling.
Okay, great. I have pretty good animal handling, so this will be fine for sure.
And you have a point of
Ooh, that's
inspiration.
a nat 19.
A nat
Oh, nice.
19.
I'm gonna save it. If that's okay.
No, that's fine. I said if you felt like you needed it.
That is a 23 again.
Dang.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, so you reach towards the couple, which is very cute, and it looks at you. For a second, it kind of narrows its eyes,
It
but
like
then
swims up in the water.
then it kind of paddles over, and it just takes the food right out of your hands. However, this food, we were told, was imbued with Tato magic, and so the couple bites into the snackies, and then suddenly begins to levitate off of the water,
Oh.
and just
Like
is-
starts to.
So it's like this chunky boy, and then it just
Yep.
starts floating out of the water, and it's like.
Oh!
I gotta say that's perfect. See, we combined the chaos magic that was redeemed with this, so
That's so funny.
and that's what any of the
Twinkle-
other people see as they're running.
Oh.
Twinkle
I
is
just
gonna
had to-
ask the sheriff, is that supposed to happen? Is that normal for a couple?
Yes. You know, it is known that couples, they float sometimes, and while they do so,
And this thing's still in the background while she's explaining it, going.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Instead, I'm like sprinting distance away. So
Yeah,
like,
I would say if anyone was going over to them, you're there now. Like you could have reached
Yeah.
it if
Okay,
you wanted to.
so I'm not gonna like as soon as I see them and I see what's happening, Toby's gonna point a command word at Ellie, and I just big brain this one. Accountability.
Not Ellie.
Does
I
Ellie know
commanded
that
it.
word?
It's a command word.
Not Ellie.
Does Ellie have to understand what that word means?
You could do like
Let's see.
return land, I guess, but that one would be not a very good one either.
Oh,
I really like accountability though.
So I also wanna
Listen
while
to me too.
while you're doing accountability, I'm gonna do a one of the tater deems, which was to send a tiny gust of wind towards the crew hanging in the enclosure. So I'm gonna make Ellie do a check to make sure she holds on her grip
Oh, okay.
to people as she gets like kind of like a random gust. So just a strength check. So you know, barbarians probably be fine.
You know,
It should be
maybe.
fine. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, you know, it should be, but it's not. It's
What?
a 5.
it's a 5.
It's a 5.
So,
it should
Ellie-
be fine.
Ellie needs to make a
Well,
wisdom
great.
saving throw for
Oh,
command.
I'm not
then.
very wise either.
That's what I was counting on. I'm sorry.
That's also a 6.
Great, that's a failure. So that
Yeah.
Ellie is now accountable.
I'm changing dice.
Okay, so you're now accountable, but you only got a 5 on the save.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll this to see if Twinkle gets dropped or if the child gets dropped.
Into the
Oh god,
enclosure.
please don't let it be the
Let's
child.
see.
dear
I'll
Lord.
say odds it's Twinkle, evens it's the girl. Okay. So Twinkle falls into the water. Just like splashes down into there, like as Ellie gets like.
As you
Oh
fall
god,
into the
no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. She just starts swimming around with the couples.
there's also a
Actually, this is
Tato
quite nice.
that has joined you and is riding one of them and holding onto its
And there's
head
still the floating one.
as it's like paddling underneath, and all of the couples seem to be gathering around to look at you that fell in, and also to look at the one that's just screaming and is kind of like floating and spinning. And there's a
Aw,
Tato
look at
riding
me.
one of them.
Are they looking like they're gonna hurt Twinkle?
They
or
look
they're
more
just
interested.
Yeah.
They're just like, what are you doing?
Okay. Oh no.
They're like just
Meow.
surrounding you. Like,
I'm reaching my hand out to help Twinkle. Like, you know.
Could I like well, first of all, I guess Twinkle is okay at swimming. I
Yeah, that's up to
she's
you.
Not great at it, but I think she could at least
like tread
Tread
water.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's just kind of like excited by all of the couples surrounding her. But she does notice the other one, and she's gonna.
Yep.
Can she like bloomcraft some of the plants? I'm assuming that are like in the pond to kind of like reach up and maybe try to grab it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Ooh.
There's also a little island in this exhibit that has a tree on it, so you could even like have that happen, or but
Okay.
whichever one you want. Either way, some plants shoot up and like wrap around one of the feet of the couple that was just like like floating, and so it's anchored now. It's like not floating further.
It's like
Okay.
a balloon on
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like Twinkle knows that it's gonna wear off eventually, so and he'll fall back in the pond, so
Yeah.
she'll just leave him there.
I can push him down. I
Yeah,
don't know
do
if
it.
that's gonna help.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Ellie, as you go over to get to do like a hand over towards Twinkle, you also just like try to push the couple down a little bit, which goes down for a moment and then just like rises back up.
Well, they said this is normal, right? I guess I don't need to.
I'm gonna say for the command, the accountability thing, because I liked that earlier.
Yeah, that
you suddenly register the situation at least a little more than you normally would.
more
Ellie,
clarity
and you put the child down, and
outside the
then,
exhibit.
and
Outside the
yeah,
exhibit.
outside the
outside of the
exhibit, yeah.
exhibit. That's
Thank
very
goodness.
important clarification. Inside, you feed it to the anyway.
Toby's like, no.
And then you just pick up Twinkle out of there and then try to push the creature down, but it just floats back up and you're like, ugh. And then you both successfully get out of the enclosure.
And you're with all your other party members now, too.
Twinkle, how was that exhibit?
Oh, it
looked
was
like
so
fun.
much fun! I
Yeah.
can't wait to experience all of the exhibits like that.
Right? It's gonna be great. Special passes. Yeah.
Yeah, with deputy. I feel like Twinkle's is like soggy and like
Oh,
the
yeah.
words are like melted.
Barely even legible.
Yeah.
The zookeeper is like caught up to all you guys now and is like, oh man, are you okay? Like to Twinkle, because it's you actually fell in the
Oh,
water.
I'm great.
Oh.
This was a wonderful experience.
Okay, that's good. I was kind of worried because we've already had problems. And then he looks over at the little girl. Oh my god, good
Yeah,
vibes.
it's-
You're fireballing animals.
Hey! Oh no, the violence! I'm gonna say a Tato.
They just said a random animal. I say we could save that. We have a lot of weird.
No,
things.
we have a couple saved.
That's
I have an
true.
idea. I have
Okay,
an
oh,
idea.
you have an idea? Okay,
So,
go for it.
with that, so you guys are all talking, and then a Tato suddenly, out of nowhere, appears, and then lights on fire and throws itself at the couple that was tied down with the thing, and so then it breaks the vines, and then the couple, as this guy is checking in on everybody, starts floating above the exhibit now, and it's
Oh,
still
no.
screaming, so then now it's like scream
Oh.
is more high pitched as it slowly rises as you guys are being talked to, and it's just like,
I'm gonna fly and get the couple.
Yeah, you
'cause
can
this
just-
just seems unsafe. now
Yeah,
at the
you can
distance.
fly up and just grab the other end that didn't break, and you know you should do that because accountability.
Yes, accountability.
No, for some reason.
Are the vines on fire at all?
I'd say the end of it is still like kind
Yeah.
of on fire.
Okay, I'm gonna use shape water and just pull a little bit of water out of the
Oh,
enclosure and just
okay. Perfect. Nice. You do that right before Ellie grabs on, so
Yeah.
there's no chance of burning.
and I imagine a little bit on the creature too,
Yeah.
as there's like a vine kind of singe.
And I don't know exactly what your plan was, Ellie, but I can imagine you fly back down and tie it on the railing.
Yes.
Next to the
I would
enclosure.
give it like
Just-
put it in like a dog crate, like a carrier, if that exists in the zoo.
Ooh, I don't know if there'd be one around.
Yeah, not
at least.
necessarily
Like,
near you,
Well, then
just-
I'll tie it.
yeah, just like.
like a little balloon. I'm gonna hold on to him like a little balloon.
Oh,
Oh, this poor
'Cause I don't
thing.
know what else
that's
to
so
do.
funny.
So that you're not stuck with a literal balloon animal. I'm gonna say that as you're getting ready to tie it and you're like holding it and you're like, oh no, and you're kind of just looking at everybody like, what do I do with this? This thing is just floating and spinning in circles, screaming. It slowly starts floating back down, and then it kind of
God.
lands on the edge of the enclosure, and then slowly slides in. But it's like two fat nubby paws, and then it's just like. And there's just this loud, slow squeak as it just falls back as the guy that walked up with you makes eye contact with the sheriff.
Yeah, and Camp looks like down at the child and is like, so Zoe, what are you doing here?
Good day, sir.
Good day, ma'am.
It is a secure situation. I have it handled.
I thought you were handling being in school currently.
My duty here to the zoo takes priority over anything.
Uh-huh. And were you just helping these nice folks?
Yes, I was teaching them about how the cobbles randomly will float.
Oh, yeah, I remember that in my, yeah, that's definitely a, kind of just like looking at everyone like, oh, yep, that's for sure, like, that's how it works.
So anyway, sir, I think that it is time that we tell them about the creature, the thing, the stuff that happens,
Yeah,
and
the
which
one that
we
you-
hired them.
The one that you know about. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, here, why don't we go back towards, like, the shipping area, Sheriff?
Yes. That sounds great.
Okay, you're gonna
Good
lead the
job.
way?
I think it's best if you lead the way.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Yes.
That's radical. Okay. Well, let's go this way, Sheriff. And then he takes her hat off. And I was like...
What?
Okay, let's go this way. And then he's like leading her like a little child. And you guys
We'll lean over to the little girl and be like, "It looks better on you anyway."
I think so too. I'll grow into it eventually.
As you guys, you get led a little bit away from the pond, more towards like the left when you first came in. There's an exhibit as well as kind of a back area where it's like employees only that you could tell section, and Kenneth leads you and the child back in there into a storage area that says shipping on it. You see around, it's a pretty big area, kind of like a small warehouse thing. There's lots of wooden crates stacked up everywhere. There's like a little bit of like natural lighting and stuff. Just kind of seems like where you'd have like your shipping department at. He picks up like the little girl really easily and just like sets her somewhere where he hopes she'll just like stay for a second. He's like, okay, just stay. Zoe, can you stay here for a second and watch the box?
Yes, I will stay
Can you be the sheriff
here
of this box?
for a second.
More than a second, right? Like, couple minutes?
I will stay here for an amount of time, you can believe me.
He just like sighs for a second, looks over and he goes over to like the door that you guys came in on, and there's like some locks on it, and he just like locks the top one like that looks like it'd be out of her reach, and it's like, okay, if you guys follow me, Zoe, stay here.
Is this
please.
okay? Is this a push door or is this a pull door? Like, did we push to get into?
I think it was a pull door.
Oh.
Unless you want to be a push, we can do push door.
Yeah,
If
we're
that works
not
better for you.
attached
Okay.
to if it's a push
Yeah,
or pull.
it is a push door.
Not make a break.
It's-
If it's a push door, Toby's gonna put the hammer in front of the door.
Oh, okay, yeah, good. Okay.
It's not like Thor's hammer; you can't move
Yeah.
it, but it is.
I
Pretty
mean,
heavy
for a
still.
6-year-old.
I doubt a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
For a little girl.
Yeah, Kenneth is like he gives you a knowing, like, thank you, like, nod, and leads you a little bit away from where the little girl's sitting to a larger, like, a pretty big crate. It looks like one that it would be for, like, large animals that you'd probably take them in. And he just goes there and is like, oh, yeah, okay, sorry about all of that. She must have followed me here today or, like, snuck in on my carriage. I'll deal with that later, but thank you guys so much for coming here. Okay, it has been a rough couple of days. Okay, let me kind of give you the download. It all started with this box here, this crate. So, one of my other keepers was just doing normal shift stuff. We were getting closing time. Found this crate here that wasn't supposed to be on the manifest. And I mean, we get all sorts of supplies here. We get new like animals sent here for like the rehabilitation, so it's not unheard of. But when it was opened, something got out that we don't know what it was. All the other keeper said is he opened it up with a crowbar like normal, and then just like he says like darkness just kind of shot out or something, knocked him over. He didn't really see anything, just kind of blacked out. And since then, things have not been good. We've had another keeper, a zookeeper, who went missing, and he's like, looks over at where the little girl is to make sure she's not within hearing range, and is saying, it's like, okay, so they went missing, but we found them. And they're not gonna make a recovery. He's like very awkward, like, yeah, no, something, we don't know exactly what happened to them. Their chest kind of looked like it was popped open like a pimple, not to be too horrifying. Yeah, no, it's not good. And the weirdest thing too is we can't we can't get them back. I mean, it's kind of weird. And you guys would know that in Avarice, people dying and being brought back is not unusual because it's such a rich city that people just carry diamonds on them that essentially the people here, guards, can just bring you back if you die. But yeah, no, we can't bring her back. And also, since that whole thing happened, some of the animals started acting like there's something wrong with them. Inside this crate, there's some weird drawing or circle on the floor of it, which, I mean, we don't know what it is. We managed to get we got one of the animals, or we caught a few that were acting weird, and we sent to an alchemist that had us try a bunch of different potions and medicines. Eventually one worked. And the animal's better now, but it spit up some kind of thing. And he goes through some of his stuff that is nearby, and he brings out a potion jar, or just a jar that looks like this big, and in it looks some kind of leech looking thing that has kind of protruding tusks on it, and the front of his head is almost shaped kind of like a mushroom top, I guess. It looks really weird and slimy, and it's just seems like it's trying to bang its head against the glass, like it's trying to escape. Yeah. And he just puts it down for a second. We can even look at that more closely if you want to. But that thing came out. The animal seems better now. We have another one that we believe is infected, but we only have one more of the antidote, and the alchemist can't get us more for another week. So we don't know if we should give it to that one yet, but we feel like we probably need to find the cause of what's even doing this. I don't know. It's weird. We got more of those things might come out, and we don't trust those. So yeah, that's kind of the rundown. Also, the keeper who opened this thing in the first place and got injured, again, he didn't even know what happened. He didn't see anything, so not much of good use there. Yeah, that's kind of the rundown.
Can I do a check to see what this thing is?
The little critter?
Not that I would probably know, yeah.
You can make a nature check if you want to try.
Just randomly. Yeah, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Go for it.
You said nature?
Yeah, nature, or I guess investigation could work too, but probably nature.
Well, I get a -1 no matter what.
Oh, oh no.
It's a 2. It's not a good night.
Not a good night. It looks weird.
Not to double up, my hope was also to investigate.
Anyone
this
who wants
thing,
to try investigate, you can. If anyone wants to make investigation or nature, you can go for it.
I also have a -1, but I've got a 15.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh wait, I had a +6 somewhere. I didn't use yet, so.
No, it's a 16. You get you technically rolled to 16 as somebody traded your roll to a 16.
Okay.
There you
Fair
go.
Nice. Was anyone else doing anything?
Twinkle got a 19.
Mo, what are you doing?
Mo's asking questions about the alchemist that did the exam, because she wants to know if this person's actually good,
not a quack.
in her circles. Yeah, not a quack. Didn't want to say it up loud, but Mo's thinking it.
So I feel like all the questions, so everybody's kind of gathering around looking at this weird thing, and I feel like Twinkle would probably actually, funny enough, best recognize this as it is some kind of like spore fungus thing. It's like a weird variation of some kind of living fungus thing. But it's not one that you recognize, but you can tell it's like fungusy-esque, which is very strange. And then asking all the questions and stuff, Mo, you would learn that they kind of didn't know what to do, and they had a lot of specialists with animals and creatures that they refer to that are in the capital and they're highly regarded. But they had to go to someone that was kind of non-traditional, that was out of town, and that they didn't have any reviews, so to speak. Like, nobody could speak on their behalf, so they're not entirely sure, but all they know is that the creature is good now, that had the thing in it, and the thing is now in a bottle, so that's good. But yeah, they only have the one pill left, so if any other creatures are infected, who knows? But you could, by chance, replicate said pill. I saw your face. You were like...
Mo's gonna like try to kind of get close to this last pill and just be like, did the alchemist have a name that she would recognize, or like?
I think, well, you spend a lot of time in the capital now because of being with the guild, and that feels like a specialty that you would definitely be on the know, like networking. So yes, you would have recognized the name at least.
Yeah, she's just turning to the people like, oh, I wouldn't have chosen them on my first try. But... just like their reports are not up to repute. Let me see that, and just kind of like looks at the pill to try to see if they can maybe do an infusion to replicate it.
Yeah, totally.
Do you know what kind of magic that you've tried that didn't work on any of the animals? Like, would maybe, I don't know, a lesser restoration do anything? Or no?
Oh, I'm not totally sure. We just had like some of the doctors and like that alchemist came in and tried like a bunch of stuff. From what I could tell, it kind of just looked like a bunch of potions that we were trying. Can you have lesser restoration with potions? I'm not really I almost said science. I'm not a magic or science expert.
You're just a zoo.
Yeah, I'm just a zoo expert.
The science of lesser restoration.
Yeah,
yes. I recognize that.
I mean, I don't know if there's potions, but I can try a lesser restoration on one of the animals. I'm sure it wouldn't at least hurt to see if it'll work.
I mean, if you want to try, then yeah, like whatever. Like, this is why I brought you guys in from the guild. Like, whatever you think you can do.
Is the other infected animal around, or has he not brought us there yet?
He hasn't brought you. Like, you don't see it yet. It might be nearby. You just haven't like checked with him necessarily on where it is.
Okay. Well, whenever you're ready to show us the animals, I can try that on one of them.
Okay, yeah, it's so far we only have one that we've identified. Our problem is we don't know if it's more of them because we don't know what exactly is happening. Where it's not far, like we have it nearby. I don't know if you guys need to do anything else here or like what, but we can go straight there if you need to.
Yeah.
Were they in the same enclosure, these animals? Or are they like completely different enclosures?
Oh, they were not like they weren't near each other.
Not the same zookeeper by chance?
Not
feeding and caring for them?
Oh, who found them? No, I think they're different divisions.
Perhaps forgive if I missed this, but what was supposed to be in the crate?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. We didn't know what was supposed to be in it. It was like an unexpected delivery, and it seemed like an important one. Of course, like, the keeper who opened it and stuff, like, just it kind of just showed up here. That was weird. It like wasn't on the shipping manifest. So we had to open it up to see what it even was.
Interesting. Could Twinkle like crawl into the crate to like look at this
It's
like
big.
It's like a
symbol?
big, especially for Twinkle. You could
Okay.
just walk in. Like you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, think of a crate
Yeah.
like the size of like those white minivan things. So that big. It's a huge
No,
crate.
I mean
It's not
Okay.
like-
this
Oh, okay.
comparison might set off alarms, but I think of it as like the crate that the raptor on Jurassic Park was in that they were
Ah,
putting.
yes,
okay.
But it's
Yeah.
wooden.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
don't read into
Yeah.
why there was something in it, but just
So it's dinosaurs.
the size. Is
Oh
what it
man,
was.
she's on to
No.
us.
Dinosaur. Got it.
Can I just like investigate inside the crate? I know
Yeah.
you said there was like some kind of symbol, but I want to look for any other clues.
Okay, so
Oh.
right away when you first walk in, you see mostly just looks like a normal crate on initial look, and there's some kind of some magic, of course. So there's like some runic symbol type things, an old circle on the floor of the crate. That's just like right away when you
Oh.
look in.
Could I cast detect magic?
You certainly can.
Ooh.
Okay, I will do that.
That tells what type
Magic.
of magic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
So the crate does light up, or at least the bottom of it near where the circle is, and you can tell it's conjuration magic.
Conjuration magic.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything else that I see like
You can make an investigation.
I don't
check.
know. Like some kind, maybe looking for some kind of like animal fur or like scratches on the box to see if it was an animal or something else.
Yeah, just roll investigation, and we can see if you see anything else in there.
Okay, I am rolling hot tonight.
Yeah, you got all my
investigation.
crappiness. Reverse.
I got I got an 18, but I don't add anything to it.
Oh, okay. So, well, you don't see any scratches right away, but you do notice that when looking at where the door is, it's a little bit subtle, but it kind of seems like the hinges were more broken a little bit, kind of as if the zookeeper that was opening, with the crowbar had help. Like they started opening it, and whatever this thing was just like pushed against it really hard and broke them. There's also, you don't find any fur, but on the crate you see it's a little bit hard to see at first, but it looks like a symbol of a family crest that's in there somewhere. That's the Meadows family.
Ooh. Okay. Twinkle's gonna come out and be like, I have a question. Do the Meadows visit this zoo very often?
Oh, the Meadows. I mean, not really. I mean, we don't stop them because, anyone who wants to come in, as long as they buy a ticket, they're welcome. But this zoo, for the most part, is funded by the Littlefoot family, and they don't really get along well with the Meadows and stuff. So, no, I mean, yeah, not really. It's kind of odd to see any of them even around here. I don't think they like the place, honestly.
Well, I smell sabotage. I found part of a symbol inside the crate. That is the Meadows family crest.
Do you think they had something to do with this?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know why there would be a crest in there unless they're being framed. She's like going full investigator,
Yeah, I was
Sherlock Holmes mode.
She pulls out a little pipe.
Yeah. And then I'll also mention the conjuration magic that I saw.
Yeah, I don't understand that
Rose gonna
size.
sketch that in her journal, and what is it? Ask Kenneth. What could the Meadows be interested in? Why would they want to ruin this zoo for the Littlefoots? What are they trying to start one of their own? What?
Oh, I mean, the Meadows, they're not the best. Maybe they just want it for, like, the land value. Like they want to try to like buy out the zoo. I mean, they're also I don't know if they like the whole rehabilitation vibe we got. They normally just like collecting endangered animals so people can hunt them and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
Huh.
So
No.
I mean, maybe I don't know. I didn't even know the meadows were part of it until now. Oh, Sparrow, your voice thing wasn't on. I think
Yeah. Cleo looks very distraught at that sentence about hunting for sport.
No. Wait.
As you guys are trying to discuss that, there's a loud clattering, and then the little girl with a bunch of potatoes that had helped her move. I was literally just sitting here trying to get people to help because we had a 4 tato requirement, but enough potatoes had gathered around and let her escape and get her out of there, and so she comes up and dusts herself off and ignoring the fact that she just busted out, and she's just like,
Zoe,
yes.
what are you doing?
So wait,
I'm
onto the case. So I think it was the Meadows family, and that they were just jealous of the success of our zoo, and so they created a creature, an abomination beyond words, and then they put it in a box. And I don't know what the circle thing is. I haven't figured that out yet. And then the creature ate the guy. He ate him.
well.
Case solved. Bye.
Well,
yeah.
I guess we should all go
Yeah.
home, no?
Thank you, dear. Thank you for that. That was a great job. Dad is still, busy right now with these folks. Can you go back over to the?
Sir, I think it's important. I think it is important if I am here as
And then like her little star falls off, and then she's like,
as the sheriff.
yeah, I mean, I'm like the same age as this individual here, and she stands next to Twinkle. So clearly,
Looks the same to me.
Yeah, Mo's like, yeah,
How
it seems
old are
correct.
you?
Yeah.
I-
Seems about right.
I am 6, and I'm basically 7.
6 3/4.
Oh yeah, we're very close in age. I'm only a couple decades older.
Exactly.
While this is going on, also a mage hand from a Tato
Don't worry about it.
just floats over towards Mo, and it's holding a dead rat that looks like it's been electrified to a crisp, and just like holds it out.
Mo, why do you get all these weird?
There is also a Tato that has just been standing here the whole time, looking haunted and staring into the box, the crate, and just being like, while everybody's been talking.
But the Kenneth like looks over and he's like, I mean, I think it's this. Do you want to go wait over there a little bit longer, or does the sheriff want to go to school instead?
Well, sheriffs don't go to school,
Yeah.
I think.
Sheriffs
So
do go to school.
they
He looks over to
She-
Ellie like, what are
she
you doing?
did have
Sheriffs do.
she did have the who, what, and how of the scenario. So she is a pretty good sheriff.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You also get a deputy badge. I have some extras that I made.
Mo just like goes completely down to her level
yeah,
to
like-
get the badge.
I love
Dorothy is
it.
going to kneel down to Zoe and go, would the sheriff like a blanket brigade badge?
What? I don't even have one.
Ellie's like, what the heck? Yes, like, yeah. This is a big deal, people.
I love what? Why does the kid get one?
She has never been on an adventure.
Yes. Yeah. Of course I would.
Man.
It's so good. It's a square badge, like a blanket, and it has the little blanket brigade emblem on it. It's about like the size of like a card that Toby like carries around. There are just a couple of them on the person because like blanket brigade, very well known. It's a way to like motivate and like inspire people to become a blanket brigader.
That's
And
fair.
Toby gives it to Zoe.
That's cute. I feel like it's when you're on the airplane as a little kid and they give you like the little
No.
wings or
Oh.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
So
thinking
cute.
of.
Yeah, or like the pilot trading cards or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, and then like before like and then like Zoe like goes to reach out for it, and then Toby like is still holding onto it and goes, "Now this is very important. In order to be a blanket brigader, you have every blanket brigader has a duty and a responsibility to do what is best for the people around them. But in order to do that, they must also be the best for themselves."
So, you're telling me to continue to be sheriff? Or is that saying to not be the sheriff? Because I have to admit, you kind of lost me on the self part and the stuff, but I was really excited about the badge.
Do you promise to be a good person?
I always am a good person. I'm here trying to figure out puzzles and stuff. I mean, I'm doing a good job, I think. Yep. Like, I bet nobody here knows that the other zookeeper guy that originally had this problem is gone now. Yep. Did you know that?
Wait, Zoe, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I forgot his name. What's his face? But I saw him go, and then I heard a skerfuffle, and then all of a sudden he wasn't there anymore. It was earlier, actually, today. And see, I'm good. Bet you didn't know that.
I did not know. I didn't
Zoe?
know. Zoe, are you? And kind of because how low we're tuning is like, is this like play pretend or
No,
are you-
I'm always very serious and always on the watch. You never know when
Oh.
something might happen.
Zoe, this badge is yours if you could show me where that zookeeper disappeared.
Oh, sure. It was actually over by the fluffs, which are adorable creatures and they're so fluffy. And when you take their fluff, they turn into another fluff. So then you can just keep taking the fluff and make another
Yeah,
fluff.
she is.
and then
She's right about that. And as
Cute. I like that.
as she's speaking, a Tato makes a little illusion map in front of all you guys that has a little red dot that says like fruff, like bing, bing, bing. Kind of goes,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
pretty
is where it is actually. Yeah.
Thanks. Shall we go there?
Yes, let us go.
Okay. Oh, Mo.
Could Mo study the last medicine that's there just to see what the properties are for while everybody goes?
Yeah, for sure. Totally. I mean, I think you can definitely.
She'll just work with Fredrock to
Yes.
kind of be like
Red Rock.
scientist and assistant, just going through.
Yes. So what would that role be to try to figure out the pieces and parts of something?
To the thing, to
Yeah.
the ingredient. It'd probably be like investigation or like if there's any magical components like Arcana,
Yeah,
something like that.
that works.
Yeah, either or. I mean, you can say you're
Whichever
doing that
one your
as
heart-
you're being led to
Yes.
the other thing.
Awesome. That's a 13 plus 6 for a 19.
Nice.
That's good. Okay, so I would say that you're like looking through all this, and with your advanced alchemy knowledge, and also it seemed that you thought the person who originally made this wasn't really that great at it. So you're just like, yeah, amateur, like looking through it. And it seems to be some kind of antifungal thing in some kind of like weird arcane like way, like mixed with just it's some kind of advanced antifungal pill. Is like the gist of like what it is.
With
is
a
it- if
little
it's
bit of
necessarily-
splash of magic in it.
Mhm.
What would the what's the
It's a little bit of like splash of strangely some radiant magic. Which for you does seem like an odd combo. Like you, with your alchemy stuff, you don't normally see those things combined very often.
When you're saying advanced, is it something that Mo could replicate with materials, or
Yes.
it's just?
It's more.
Oh.
I mean, advanced is in. It's not just like antifungal foot cream, like that kind of thing. Like it's.
But you do
You can
know
make either.
that you need somebody to put a little bit of that magics into it for you.
You
if
feel like
don't
you
have
could
it.
do with, especially the stuff you have on hand with your like alchemy kits and things. Like you could make most of it, but then you need a little bit of that spark of that radiant magic.
A little splash.
Well, it's a good thing we have a cleric.
Two.
And a paladin.
Oh, you're a paladin? Okay.
There's all the things.
Yeah.
Paladin. Wait, you're
Yeah.
a cleric. Okay,
Toby's
you are.
Toby's
Okay.
a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paladin and 2
Um,
clerics. Okay.
Mo will start making what she needs to do.
Yeah.
Just like when you are cooking something and you're just waiting for that last ingredient kind of thing to set everything up. And she'll do that to a certain point where there's like just enough ready, and then tells Frederick to like hold this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, he's like holding
And
out to it.
I don't mean literate. No, just watch it. Nope. Fred. Buddy, we've been working on
He's
this.
watching it.
Fine. Oh, okay, watch it. Great. I'll be right back. And she like leaves to go
Yeah.
see where the rest of the group is.
Yep. You guys can easily like meet up again as you're being led to where the Frefs are, which luckily isn't that far away, and you have to go outside of the supply area, the shipping, which you get your hammer back, Toby, of course. And there you pass by also some concession booths, which a Tato happens to, well, I guess steal is technically the word, a snow cone, and hands it to
nice.
Toby.
Snow cone. Yeah.
Oh,
We can make snow cones, so we got a sorbet.
That's
Or
true. Sherbert.
Sorry, sherbet.
Mm-hmm.
well, this is.
Are we making snow cones? She gets sherbet ready.
I'd take one, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. I think it's only one flavor, but here, hold out your hands, and she just squeezes it into your hands.
Ew.
Yeah.
Doesn't the
It's like, I'm
creature
gonna-
like poop the webbing stuff?
Yeah,
Essentially, like
it is. It's webbing.
Yeah.
It's all like.
it's all like
Yeah. So a Tato apparently does tap you on the shoulder, Toby, and then looks at you, and you can feel in your heart. You can't hear it, but you can feel in your heart
Yep.
that it likes you.
Mhm.
But as you guys make your way to the Fruff area, all of a sudden, one of them runs past all of you.
Yep, you see the sign for Fruffs, and it just like
Oh.
Instead of being in an enclosure, and then the little girl's just kind of like, well, that's new. And then you guys look up, and there are Fruffs going everywhere. And there are some people who are screaming.
and Kenneth is like, oh god, no, okay, no, I need to get some of the other keepers.
And that will be where we end it tonight.